Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back for another toy photography video. In today's video, I got some Subway Surfers. I got my camera. Let's see what we can come up with. All right, here we are once again at the depot here in my hometown. Finally got all of the Subway Surfers fresh right there. Big shout out to Diego who hooked me up with that. But now's the time. I've got them all, and I just wanted to show you. I mean, this is literally it. This is all the props we're going to use. We're going to use the cans, the figures. That's it. No lighting, no fog, no fireworks, just simple photography, you know. And like I talked about on my live stream last time I was here, you don't need a lot of elaborate stuff, you know. You just need a camera. Everything I'm doing right here, you could do with a DSLR, you could do with a point and shoot, you could do with your phone. So, but for now, let me get these things opened up and we'll start setting things up. All right, got them out of the actual packaging, and let me tell you this, these were probably some of the hardest things I've ever unboxed. There's a few of them actually came with a collector coin. I have no knowledge of these. I just like these because they're cool, because the cans, they look great. I mean, look at this. I mean, this here's Trixie, and of course we got Fresh, got Jake right there, and Frank, I think who that is. So it's like a matte finish on these. Lots of really good just good artwork on them. I was out of frame just then. Sorry about that. See, look, out of frame, in frame. But these by themselves, I really love graffiti. I've always loved graffiti art, and I just dig these things. So I think one of the first things I'm going to do as a fire truck, maybe. You might hear a siren here in a minute. I'm definitely going to take some photos of the cans themselves, because I think they deserve it as well. So I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to let this siren go by, and I will be right back. All right, the siren has went by. We're back. One thing I do recommend, if you go out and do photos, bring some kind of towel. That way you can lay it down. You can put your camera, your keys, whatever on it. Just something just to help protect things. All right, so what I'm going to do, this is just simple. I want to take a photo of the can, right? I mean, nothing crazy. So let's see what we can come up with. All right. Let me show you this. I mean, it's just a can, right? It's just a can. But the point of it is, it's a good looking can, right? And eventually we're going to do some fun with the actual cans themselves. But I want to get some individual photos of each can. Yeah, right there. Boom. Because there's a method to this madness right now. Trust me, there's a method here. So that one looks good. All right, and get Jake here. Boom, got Jake. So, as you know, Subway Surfers, right? They come with the figure. Here's the cool part. You don't have to use the figure as the center point. You can use the can. So, if we take Trixie, we take Jake, and Frank and Fresh right there. We get Trixie right here. It's almost like you're setting up action figures, but it's the can. So let's just see if this turns out the way my brain's thinking it will. So all right, I need to make a little bit of an adjustment. Want Frank in there. There we go. I'm gonna bring fresh over. So we've got a gap right here. There we go. Twist that a little bit. All right. Yeah, let me make one simple change. Composition's great. I'll bring Trixie a little closer. All right, got to bring fresh over a little bit. Boom. So now you've set up a shot where the cans, there's no figures, it's just the cans. So that's sort of the point I'm trying to make. People overthink it. They'll see this, like everybody that's heard me talk about these, you've heard me talk about the figures, and the figures are cool. But why not use the accessories as a center point? The cans. There's so much art in these cans. Why would you not use it? Right? And here's the kicker. So here's Trixie, right? We're going to put Trixie back. We're going to bring Frank up. Move Jake over a little bit. So this is how easy it is. You're not having to reposition everything. You will reposition a little bit. So now we'll come over here. We're going to work on the Frank can. Boom, right there. You're creating depth is what I'm getting at. You can bring the Frank can a little bit more. Trixie's in a little bit. You can take Jake, push him back a little. Recompose. Get down a little bit lower. I'm going to shoot up a little bit. Boom. Right there. Easy breezy. So I guess that's what I'm trying to explain. Small movements, very small movements, not big ones. You can literally do this with all four things. So if this was, let's say, stormtroopers, you get them lined up, move one, move another one at a time, and you're going to create something. I mean, like Jake's here. We can take fresh, move him back just a little bit more, right? Voila. Boom. So we got up close. We got a little closer to Frank, a little further back from Frank, way far back from Frank, right there. And you've created something very dynamic, in other words. That easy. So I tell you what, I'm gonna take a few more shots of this, and then we're gonna get them out of the can. So I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So I actually just discovered something. Number one, I didn't know the lids come off. This is even better. The having the lids come off, just a whole nother dynamic. And I'll show you what I'm doing here in just a second. Also, each one of these comes with these amazing stickers. I mean, there's Jake's, got Fresh right there. There's Trixie and Frank. So very cool. I will say this, getting the figures out of the cans is interesting. But, so what I did was, we got Jake. I mean, look at the detail. There's some really cool detail in these. There's no articulation, but that's okay. So what I've done is, I've actually took the spray can, I've got the lid off, and I'll show you the picture when I take it. And I've got the lid propped up on the actual can. And I'm gonna put Jake right here. And I may move the can back a little bit, I don't know, but let's see how this turns out. All right, right there. I dig that. Check that out right there. Boom. Who needs fancy backdrops? You literally right here have a backdrop. I mean, look at this. I mean, that's just cool. And you've got this wall behind you. It's very neutral. You got concrete. I mean, come on, guys. It doesn't get no easier than this. And there's nothing here. The toy and a spot. That is it. No fancy dioramas, no fancy effects, no smoke, no fireworks, nothing. Just you, the toy or subject matter, and the camera. And you can turn out some really cool shots. We're gonna do some more. So what I did on this one, I actually zoomed in more right there. So I'm sort of cutting the can and cutting the lid off. I'm gonna see how far I can actually push it. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, right there. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Simple toy photography. Now, there's nothing wrong with being elaborate. There's nothing wrong with that. The point of this whole video, as we go through it, is just simplicity. Not fancy cameras, not fancy lighting, simplicity. This is basically a statue. There's no articulation, so you don't have to think about posing. He already has a really good little pose, right? He's got a spray can. I mean, what else do you need? Nothing. This is all you need right here. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna do a few more, and then I've got something else in my head I'm thinking would be cool to do with these. So yeah, I'll be right back. All right, so I've pretty much took like portrait style photos of all the characters in the same configuration with their respective cans. We're finishing things up with fresh, so let me grab those shots and we'll talk about the next thing we're gonna do with this. Oh yeah. That is legit cool looking. Come on. For a $4 figure. And I mean, look, check out Fresh. Look at there. Got his boom box. I will tell you this, Frank's feet come off. I discovered that. They actually stayed in the plastic. So yeah, if you get a Frank, his feet stay in his little shoe holder. So, all right, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm definitely going to be using the cans because I think they're actually cool. The cans, once you pop them open, they actually, they don't really go back together good. So, but hey, what do you expect? So I'm thinking I'd like to utilize the lid of the can, but take the other cans and maybe do something like this. I don't know yet. I don't know how this is going to translate. I really don't. Oh, there's what the inside of the can looks like. I don't know yet. So in other words, I thought about putting the figures on top of their cans like this, which we may do that. I just need to see how the composition's going to look. But I actually dig the idea of this. But I may have to go crazy low to make this work. I don't know. But I dig this concept. I'm trying to think sort of like Rock Band. I don't know. So we'll see. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I will tell you this. I'm actually digging it, to tell you the truth. I need to move Jake's can. I'm going to move him over. Excuse me. Fresh's can. This has got something going on here. Oh yeah. Check this out. Guys, that's pretty legit cool. I mean, come on. Really? I mean, I think this is actually pretty cool. Got a motorcycle coming. But I guess the premise of this is, I mean, look how easy this is. Overcompensating. And I ride motorcycles. But yeah, the premise of this is how you can use your imagination, how you can think like with these figures. Most people don't see what I see in figures, I think, unless you're really into photography. Like, that's why I've always loved these figures, is in my head I'm thinking the figure and spray cans and levels and how we can incorporate things to make it look cool. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I think I want to switch spaces though. I think I want Trixie in the front for this one. I think we're gonna move Fresh back, put him back here on top. Because hey, if this is the band, you know, Trixie's gonna be the lead singer, right? And to be honest with you, she looks pretty cool. All right, let's see how that. And what I'm doing is right here, I'm sighting. Like, here's Frank's can, Jake's can and Jake, Fresh's can and Fresh, Trixie. I'm gonna turn her a little bit, move her can back a hair. Let's see what we can come up with. Oh yeah. This is cool. Oh yeah. Right there. Boom. Dig it. All right, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna take a few more shots, see if I can come up with something else, and I'll see you here in a second. All right, so I was thinking this lens here by 24 to 70. I like it, but I got my 10 to 22, which is crazy wide, which means I'm gonna be able to get a lot closer. And I want to try something, so let's see what we can come up with. For this one, I'm actually going to put it in live view so I can actually see what's going on. Let's see here. This is pretty cool. I'm trying to get everything that I want in the frame. Let's see here. There you go, right there. So that's, you know, another option for sure. All right, let me zoom in a little bit more, because I'm trying to decide if I want to keep this can showing on the concrete. And so far, I'm actually digging it. Yeah, very cool. All right, so I tell you what, I'm going to mess around a little bit more, and I want to try to set up something else a little different, see if it'll work. So yeah, I'll be right back. All right, so the last shot of the day that I'm setting up for is almost like we're using the cans as their backdrop. And what I mean by that is, as I move the camera over, I just want the cans, and I'm gonna swap each figure out, same spot, and just do like a, I'm not gonna say a red carpet photo, but like this was their background for their album or whatever. So yeah, ladies first. All right. So I'm doing a wide, and then I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit. All right. So there's the wide shot, right? Use the cans. And there's the close up. I don't know what to say. other than I think this is really cool. We're gonna take a few more. All right. Sweet. Get Trixie out. Let's grab Jake, bring him in. I'm gonna turn him a little bit because he's got his finger pointing. I may straighten him up, I don't know, but again, it's simple. You're not changing a lot. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. Same thing, do a tight shot. Boom. All right, there's your wide. There's your tight. Simple photography, guys. Nothing complex. I'm gonna take some more, and as I rapid fired my finger, hit the button. I'm gonna take a few more shots, and I'll be right back. All right, so we're wrapping things up, but I wanted to try another shot. I want to try to get all of them in front of their respective cans. I don't know how this is going to work, but I sort of dig it. I'm hoping that we'll see the names going across. So, yeah. Let's see here. What can we come up with? I actually need to come up a little bit. That's not too bad right there. It's not too bad. Oh, let's see here. I'm gonna put Jake back. I'm gonna put Frank back a little bit. Fresh is gonna be back. Trixie's gonna be turned a little bit. Let's see how this works. This might be better. Yeah, that's better. Got some depth. So there you go, guys. I mean, I really hope you enjoyed this video. And the premise behind it was, like I said earlier, simple. You don't have to like go crazy. You don't have to have all the props and this and that. These are simple figures. I got them on clearance for $4 at Walmart. And sometimes these static figures that have a good pose to them, it works because now you don't have to think about how to pose them. And you can rotate left and right to give some dynamics to it. You could take something as simple as this can, put it back here with the lid off, put the lid there, put her up on top of the lid like this. I just thought about that, so yeah, we're gonna take it. Actually, this is pretty cool. That's how quick it changes right there. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Definitely let me know in the comments what you thought about this video. I know it's been a long time coming. I've missed getting out doing this type of stuff, and I promise you it's going to keep and continue doing some toy photography videos. I'm going to try to keep the premise of my on-site location shots like this as simple as possible and just show you the fun of the actual toy photography. So for people that are just getting into it, you don't have to be scared or worried or whatever. Just shoot whatever you like to shoot, however you like to shoot it. Like I said, this is clearance figures. They don't articulate. Great color, great graphics. That's what I wanted. It was a plan that I had in my head, sort of like a Funko Pop. You know, there's no articulation there. But seriously, let me know in the comments what you thought about this video. Let me know if you collect the Subway Surfers, and also let me know about these coins. I have no idea. 3 of them had coins. Trixie didn't, so I don't know what the deal is. So, but also wicked stickers. So, but anyway, guys, that's it. Like I said earlier, hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments. If this is your first time to my channel, if you like my content, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. That way you'll be part of the movement, which is 21K in 2021. It's easy to do it. Doesn't cost you a dime. And one last thing, always remember, toys and toy photography refreshes your soul. And I'll see you next time.